It's
I'm
pretty
just
much
sticking
all
to the
just
exterior for now.
outside.
Oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And match is starting.
And we do
Free
see
assault
a
plus
Dumbrion
coup de
is
grace
assault.
recon on NSF.
Yeah,
And yeah,
Dumbrion's
Dumbrion is assault. No recon play for him this round. Tenchi taking the basements from the NSF side. Dumbrion also going down the basement with a support. Looks like Hank.
I mean, the ghost did spawn there. It doesn't seem unreasonable.
Already engagements in the basement. Tenchi close range engagement with Hank. It gets taken out.
And
Lady takes out Dumbrion, but Hank cleans it up. On the ground floor, coup de grace takes out Gek. Far Commander Flying Squad takes out Fate.
Faith was pretty isolated.
So it seems both teams chose almost the exact same routes this time around. No miss. Pretty much both elements of each team engage each other right away.
We do see coup de grace now with the ZR silence though.
Hank grabbing the ghost. But Rusty gets isolated and taken out before the ghost, I think, had a chance to uplink. Coup de grace takes out Hank.
Hank was left alone then with the ghost,
Yeah.
and he didn't drop it and run as soon as the rest of his team died. He was kind of delayed to that action.
Yeah, I think maybe he might have miscounted the players. He might not have been counting on coup de grace being there. I think he had a good idea where Rusty was, and so was maybe waiting for the ghost to finish uplinking and give him a good read. So probably, I think, just a miscount there. Very tight match, though, otherwise. Like a few kills, few pickups either way could have swung it. Neither team really contesting kind of the outside area, at least for that round. I think we might see... Okay, this time around, Osaka going outside, same with Hank. Gek picking up a kill off Osaka. Went through the roofs, actually. Flanked around through the roofs. This is interesting. Gek now playing the recon on there. He dropped his Jite to try and pick up his gun, but it's gone. He can't find it. Oh, he found it. It's there, down on the ground. But runs straight into Fart Commander, who takes him out. Hank dealing with Fart Commander on the outside. Dumbrion takes out Tenchi. Jinrai in solid control of the outside, but Hank, when pushing in, is taken out by Lady. Many players coup de grace in the basement, Dumbrion on the outside, Faith up on the rooftops, Lady also in the basement. Yeah, so NSF in control of the basement, Jinrai, two players in control of the ground floor. The question is, do they know where the other team guys are? Or this could be disastrous. Dumbrion jumping down, takes out Lady. Does he see coup de grace? Coup de grace death pack is in the wrong spot. Pops out, misses a couple times, but takes out Faith. Dumbrion keeps running, runs after. Does he see the death pack? He does not, but it's okay, he's far away enough.
It's down to a 1v1 here, but it doesn't necessarily mean that coup de grace has to take this fight with a 1-0 lead. A tie would work in their favour, but it's a slight gap in points. It could be worth him going for the round. If he decides to push down.
He can take out Dumbrion too if he can get a good shot. Only needs his one shot with Asuka. We're still believing Dumbrion is in the basement, but oh, this could be disastrous. Dumbrion is actually on the ground floor next to him. Now Dumbrion heading into the basement, bunny hopping very fast, using that recon bunny hopping skill.
Yeah, they've just switched positions pretty much.
Yeah. Is he gonna pick it up to the ghost? No, they're just gonna play it out to the time. Alas, and they're so close to each other, coup de grace just misses him.
and
he picks up a post round, yeah.
In the first
3 corporals on the NSF side, 1 corporal on the Jinrai side. And he's Fart Commander now sitting on the MX. Lots of firepower there.
Coup de Grace also upgraded to a G-scoped.
Right here demonstrating a very interesting flanking route as Dumbrion and Faith take out Osaka and Lady at the cost of Gek. That was the ground floor of the cafeteria area.
Just saw Faith throw a ZR Silence for recon in favor of an SRM, which is a really weird decision. Maybe he just wants that straight up rate of fire, but honestly, ZR Silence is like a gun built for recon, except they don't.
Some of the mags might have been used up too. They might not have that much ammunition left in it. Dumbrion takes out Tenchi. Really, the thing about Shipment, it's deceptively big.
It is, yeah.
Coup de Grace sneaks up on Hank. He doesn't see him. Distracted probably by the footsteps of Fart Commander. Dumbrion jumping around, responding to where Hank died. Takes out Coup de Grace, but Fart Commander's there to pick up the kill with the MX. Another win for NSF. I feel Jinrai is doing somewhat stronger. Like both these rounds have been very close. But just quite unable. Fart Commander, it seems, his support play is able to sort of just clinch out the extra HP he's got. It's just enough to swing each match in NSF's favor.
He knows when to be aggressive and when not to.
Yeah. I think what's very interesting too is we see Fart Commander saving a lot of HP, and at the very end he comes out. It's full
Yeah,
health
like
support
how many times on
against...
Rise did we see where he played passively but was close enough to engage immediately after someone on his team died, and he'd get like anywhere from 1 to 3 refrags when he would do that.
Yeah.
Like right in a row. He just steamroll right in.
Very good positioning, really. Just able to bring the hammer down in an instant. Flank on the roof by Faith. Lady doesn't notice his teammate go down. He's too busy with whoever's on, and is picked off by Faith. Who was on the outside? That was Hank, I think. Hank flanking Fart Commander, who was
Faith
going
really
after Gek, baiting with a ghost. Hank is cornered, coup de grace. And NSF push back into the spawn, although heavy casualties on Jinrai to get that far.
Despite being pushed back, they are setting up a wall between.
Good dead pack by coup de grace. Hank did not see it, probably couldn't see it in thermal. Gek drops the ghost for, I think, Fart Commander's MX. Yeah, I think that's Fart Commander's MX too.
At tanks here, he might be pretty good.
Jumping up to get a sniping vantage point.
He's not even
containers.
looking. I wish he would turn around.
Oh, Gek, yeah, does not see coup de grace. Yeah, could have picked him up there.
I mean, this is not a bad angle
going for the ghost.
But... Alright, he had to have heard that cloak.
Gek now in the NSF spawn area. Flanked on both sides.
I would have peeked that broken door first, probably would have been a better idea.
Yeah, that door's
probably
really difficult to even pick fights through. It's a real pain in the ass.
Another close round. Could have gone again either way here. But very good nerves. And just a lack of awareness, I think. Some excellent flanks from Jinrai, but couldn't clinch it out. I think what we're seeing too, I don't think it's being demonstrated this round, but there is a sort of recon jump route where you can flank the roof, which normally is the territory of the other team, very quickly in the round.
I already displayed what route.
And I don't think, I don't think knowledge of that is that widespread yet. Dumbrion taken out by Fart Commander. His grenade goes off too late to hurt him. Gek taken out by Tenchi. Things are looking grim for Jinrai this round. Down to Hank and
Jinrai
Rusty.
They're like purposely separating themselves. I don't really know why.
I think they're trying to cover ground, but I think, like
the map's too big to try to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to concede a lane on this map, I think, at least. But there's benefit to being near each other as well.
think unlike Rise, this is one map where you probably want to group up. Far takes a couple of shots at Hank, but Hank's gone before and doesn't seem to have noticed where the shots came from. Rusty holding the basement. Just trying to hold. Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to hold like 3 lanes by himself. So I think, yeah, the split...
That ghost is on the outside uncontested as of yet, and neither team is making a play for it. NSF could easily do that.
I think it's like we were saying, Barra. Like I think you're right that it's a bit too big to try and cover all by your lonesome. But I think that's what Jinrai is trying to do, trying to get coverage everywhere and then try to, I guess, it did work for them last round initially. Like it seems like they're trying to have everyone cover, and then if they engage the enemy, just hold out, and the rest of the team will angle around to like hammer him. But it is a tough maneuver to sort of execute, to just try to stay alive in the face of enemy fire while your team swings around ever so slowly. Fire Commander's picked up the ghost now, and Rusty's making a play, jumping in, takes fire, because Tenchi's waiting.
It was a bait by the NSF team. That was really well played.
Yeah. I am learning a ton of positions just watching this that I have never seen before on Shipment. Like that, I did not realize an assault can just jump up on the container where Tenchi was.
And now it's a 4-0 lead, and it is looking grim for the Jinrai side.
Yeah, I think they need to win consecutively because there's been a couple of ties.
I want Azul especially to look at this position that Coup de Grace is currently in, and just imagine if him and Mega's push up the stairway onto the rooftop, countered directly by this Sedao Long position, way back at his own spawn. He's already covering it. It's a pretty decent sightline to the stairs at the very least.
Fire Commander encounters Faith close quarters in the basement, takes him out. I think
and here's
the thing about Shipment, it's deceptively big, but you've got actually a lot of blind corners. Lady catches Dumbrion.
Yeah, and
Tenchi is taken out on the ground floor by Hank.
Coup de Grace will have got the assist on that kill as well.
Far taking. I think definitely can definitely see NSF have probably practiced this map a considerable amount more. There's a lot of very unconventional routes they're using. A lot of very sneaky plays, but Hank's accuracy just taking a toll. Not enough though to save him from
execute as he runs the corner, and it's 5-0. This is looking like a roll. Honestly, wasn't expecting such poor play from the Jinrai side.
I think it's a case of just very asymmetrical map knowledge. As we noted before, this is, I think, their 3rd match for True Love Gang. 4th match? 3rd match?
3rd match.
And it's very clear, I think, from watching them play that they've taken the time to really study Shipment, to look for routes, look for sight lines, look for unconventional and unexpected positions. And that map knowledge is really showing. Here's Coup de Grace pulling off the roof flank, the sneaky recon jump. Yup. Engages an assault Dumbrion. Dumbrion was ready for him. He's probably used that route before and was expecting something, so takes out Coup de Grace. No sneaky recon antics this round. Lady and Osaka locking down the outside. Excellent teamwork from the both of them, both just covering each other. Notice how Lady comes in, well, got killed there, but Lady comes in when one is reloading. Just cover each other's reloads. Dumbrion jumping in to kill Osaka, but Far Commander's there with a PZ to suppress. Dumbrion's the only ones left, and yeah, nothing you can do against firepower of that magnitude.
He could have, with any other gun, he could have stayed behind that crate and waited for an opportunity on Fart Commander's reload to peek out, but with the PC, that wasn't going to happen.
I think one of the things you were saying from True Love Gang, I think what has hurt them in past matches is not having a Lady around either. Watching him and Osaka's teamwork, they've been pairing up most of these rounds. Excellent teamwork together to cover each other's reloads. Just sort of have this fluidity of like popping in and out of cover.
He played in the first match. I don't know if they played together though. They might have changed like how they were pairing off and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Rushed
on the elevator shaft. I don't know. That was aggressive. Tenchi was there to get them.
Yeah, very aggressive push to take out Lady, but Tenchi makes them pay for it.
Yeah.
Get grabbing the ghost now. And I think it's just Gek, Faith, and Hank. Junai making an aggressive push. Faith dancing in the backyard with Tenchi. Tenchi takes him out. Kind of an interesting bit of a Mexican standoff.
Kudera is going for a rush with his ZR Long onto the Ghost Carrier. It's a recon. He can easily take him out in close quarters with just this ZR Long. And he gets the headshot, just executing him. I think that might be game.
Really kind of established himself as like the real playmaker on this team. Like he rarely comes through around. Like he rarely comes through with that many kills, but he's always the most mobile member on True Love Gang. Kind of really makes all like the offensive plays, I feel, and forces a reaction out of the enemy team that the rest of this team can capitalize on.
Kudera taking that recon route up to the rooftop primarily. Messes up the first jump a little bit. It's already through, but Faith
is already there, cutting in and taking out Lady. Jinrai making a desperate fast play for the ghost. Faith is wreaking havoc in the backyard. Gek holding the ghost in the basement. Here's the beep. Someone is close. Gabrion with the looted PZ comes out, throws a nice grenade, takes out Osaka.
Switches.
Finishes off coup de grace.
180 for the kill on coup de grace, yeah.
Osaka having some connection issues. But yeah, Jinrai not out of this yet, still showing signs of life here. Not going to let this, not just going to roll over and let them get steamrolled.
Kudera lamenting his choice in primary. That's what you gotta expect from the ZR Long.
You fat fuckers just chew on the bullets. Yes, that's what support players do.
Yeah, pretty brave to use the ZR Long against players who are predominantly playing as support, but it's only 1 or 2 now with Dumbrain on the roster.
Very aggressive attack. I think now Jinrai cashing on to the fact that they need to mask their strength for a push, but will it be enough?
See, Kudegra's facing this support now, and that support knows where he is. It's not worth him to take this fight.
Faith taking out a stack of Faith, flanking around. I think he's sort of the unsung hero here on Jinrai. He's, ever since going recon, he's been aggressive, getting quite a few aggressive pickups. Not really surviving till the end of the round most of the time, but he has been making a lot of stuff happen, and definitely not a player to look out for.
Now, so 3 versus 1. This match should be in the bag for NSF, provided that Rusty...
Oh, he's nowhere near where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Too.
He's in
Again,
position, which he definitely isn't. He's caught out of position completely.
All the way out, and it's a ghost cap to clinch off the round.
You gotta rotate to the ghost when you're down a bunch of people. It's a logical thing to do.
Kudera is flying into that grenade, and
Rusty picking up some consolation post-game kills.
Good match as well. More one-sided than I would have anticipated.
I would have expected, yeah. I agree.
I think, yeah, when it comes down to, I think probably meme team's over-reliance on support may have actually hurt more than it helped. excellent support players, good aim.
I think it's not necessarily...
Every time they were able to force a firefight, like every time they were able to force like a straight up on firefight, they tended to come out on top. But
I think it's mostly down to their aim. Their positioning and general sense for playing support was pretty poor.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a little